Hello and welcome to the Ancient History Channel. Dear friends, when we think of China, most imagine an ancient civilization filled with powerful dynasties, emperors, and treasures. But hidden beneath the soil, behind sacred tombs and forgotten temples, are discoveries so terrifying, so mysterious, that even the greatest scientists of our time are left in stunned silence. These are not ordinary artifacts. Some carry stories of pain, sacrifice, or even the supernatural. Others raise questions that modern science cannot explain. And the most chilling part? Many of these mysteries remain unsolved, even after decades of research. Tonight, we embark on a journey across continents, from the ancient valleys of China to faraway lands in Europe, South America, and beyond. Each discovery will send shivers down your spine. Each revelation will leave you with more questions than answers. So sit back and prepare yourself for 6 of the most terrifying discoveries in archaeology, including one millennium-old mystery in China that continues to haunt scientists to this very day. Our first discovery takes us to Poland, where archaeologists unearthed something they had never seen before: a man's skeleton, buried between the 9th and 11th centuries. At first glance, it appeared to be just another medieval grave, but upon closer study, scientists were stunned. This man's remains showed evidence of not one, but 2 different kinds of dwarfism. Such a condition has never been recorded before in ancient remains. The skeleton's proportions told a story of extreme physical struggle, yet what shocked experts even more was how carefully his grave had been prepared. He was not discarded. He was not treated as an outcast. Instead, his burial reflected dignity, honor, and even respect from his community. Did his people see him as special? A healer? A wise man? Or perhaps someone touched by the divine? This discovery reminds us that ancient societies often saw beyond physical difference. But it also leaves us with an unanswered question. How could 2 forms of dwarfism manifest in one individual 1,000 years ago, long before modern medicine could explain such anomalies? For now, this mystery remains unsolved. Now let us journey to southern Wales, where archaeologists uncovered a chilling sight: 41 skeletons, almost all of them women, buried together in the early medieval period, between 500 and 600 AD. Their bones told a tragic story. Many suffered from arthritis, broken bones, and severe joint damage, evidence of a life filled with back-breaking labor, most likely on farms. In those days, women worked relentlessly in fields, carried heavy loads, and lived without medicine or relief. But why were so many women buried in the same place? Was this a graveyard for the poor? Or perhaps a community struck down by famine, disease, or even ritual sacrifice? Some scientists suggest it may have been linked to a monastery or religious settlement where women lived in isolation. Others believe it was simply the harsh reality of early medieval life. Yet the eerie silence of 41 female skeletons resting together leaves us with a haunting feeling, as if we are staring directly into the suffering of the past. In Germany, another disturbing discovery was made in ancient burial mounds dating back to the Neolithic era. Here, archaeologists uncovered human skeletons buried alongside cattle bones. But this was no ordinary grave. The arrangement suggested something much more sinister. The humans and cattle were carefully placed in ritualistic patterns, pointing toward a dark history of sacrifice. These were not random burials, they were ceremonial. Imagine the scene thousands of years ago: flames rising, chants echoing, lives offered to unknown gods. For these early people, sacrifice may have been a way to ensure good harvests, victory in battle, or protection from unseen forces. But who were these sacrificed individuals? Were they criminals, prisoners of war, or innocent villagers chosen by fate? This discovery forces us to confront an uncomfortable truth. Human history is not only about progress and glory, but also about rituals that today we may find terrifying. Next, we travel to Indonesia, where one of the most shocking archaeological claims has been made. At Gunung Padang, a site long thought to be a simple hill, researchers discovered something extraordinary. Beneath the surface lies a massive multi-layered pyramid, possibly built in 25,000 BCE. If true, this pyramid would be the oldest man-made structure on Earth, thousands of years older than the Egyptian pyramids or Stonehenge. The pyramid appears to have been built in 4 distinct stages, stretching across millennia. But the big question is, how? How could people of the Stone Age, without advanced tools or machines, construct something so complex? Some suggest it may change the timeline of human civilization entirely. Others remain skeptical, claiming the formation is natural. Yet the evidence of man-made chambers and stonework cannot be easily dismissed. If this pyramid truly dates back 25,000 years, then history as we know it must be rewritten. And perhaps, the real story of human origins is far more mysterious than we ever imagined. In Egypt, archaeologists rediscovered a tomb forgotten for more than 4 millennia, the resting place of Pepsis, the son-in-law of a powerful pharaoh. What shocked experts was not just the tomb itself, but the preservation of his body. His mummy was nearly perfect, his skin still intact after 4,400 years. But perhaps more intriguing was the fact that Pepsis was not born into royalty. He earned his place in history by marrying into the pharaoh's family. This was the first known case where a non-royal individual was granted such an extraordinary honor. What did he do to deserve this? Was he a trusted advisor, a military hero, or someone who knew secrets worth protecting in death? His tomb walls told stories of wealth, ceremony, and privilege, but not enough to answer the deeper questions. Even in death, Pepsis guards his mysteries. Finally, we crossed the ocean to Peru, where a 5,000-year-old tomb revealed the remains of a noblewoman from the Corral civilization, the oldest known civilization in the Americas. Unlike most ancient remains, this woman's body was astonishingly preserved. Her skin, fingernails, and even strands of hair were still visible. She was buried with finely crafted items, tools, and ornaments, suggesting she held a position of great power. But who was she? Some believe she may have been a priestess, a healer, or even a ruler in her own right. Her society, the Corral, built vast pyramids and cities at a time when much of the world was still living in small tribal groups. Her body is more than a mummy. It is a silent messenger from a civilization that continues to defy our understanding of history. She reminds us that the story of humanity is not one story, but many, and some remain buried beneath the sands of time. From the forgotten valleys of China, to the pyramids of Indonesia, to the deserts of Peru, these discoveries remind us of one chilling truth. We do not know our past as well as we think. Each skeleton, each tomb, each pyramid holds secrets that challenge science, unsettle history, and leave us speechless. And perhaps the greatest mysteries of all still lie hidden beneath our feet, waiting for the day they will rise again.